that.
Don't like what at all.
Huh? How cool just came in here and saying it's not gonna be depressing. That means he's about to say some wild shit.
Bro. I'm a god to nation. I want to hear what y'all got to say, though. I feel like I want to hear what y'all got to say.
To have a wild disagreement.
No, that's fine. That's why we're here.
Tell me about it, bro.
So, yeah, we've been recording for the past minute.
Are we live?
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Oh, okay, word.
How y'all feeling?
Nah.
Nah? Like you feel bad? I'm talking about you. How does Jaquan Riley feel on this Friday morning?
Bro, I feel like I went to bed one night and woke up in a nightmare. Bro, I was talking to my family the other day, and I was asking, like, y'all remember 2019? Remember that? Remember how shit was mad normal a couple months ago? And then
but was it normal? I don't know.
He just be talking, bro. Don't even listen to him, bro.
Everything just got weird at once. Like, everything just got weird as hell all at once, bro. We had confirmed UFOs. Damn near World War III.
Oh, I have the list. Hold on. I have the list.
Coronavirus. Murder hornets. Catastrophic locusts in Africa or wherever the fuck they at. Causing fucking famine. We got
World War III. We had World War III. Kobe. Australia.
What about Australia?
Parallel universes.
Oh, yeah, it was on fire, right? Yeah, it was on fire.
Parallel universes.
Probably be on fire all the time, though.
The royal family was exposed. I don't know if you guys heard about that. That shit was crazy.
What does that mean?
Are you familiar with Princess Diana?
Yes.
And you heard how she died?
No.
All right, so one day she was just in a parade. You know, she was just driving, and then like paparazzi came and like pretty much started harassing her, and then like they went to this tunnel, got into this car crash, and she just died. And then now it's being told to us. I don't know if I 100% believe it, but it's being told that she was killed because she had tape recordings of her family being a part of the international child sex ring.
Well, all right.
That's another thing, bro. Like, they dropped the Jeffrey Epstein shit. Leonard was telling me about it. Apparently, there's a lot of things pointing towards maybe people was fucking kids on the island. Am I right or am I wrong, LJ?
No, you're right. Whatchamacallit? Epstein was the Epstein documentary came out, and my initial conspiracy. I'm Dave this episode, by the way, guys. My initial conspiracy was that this whole Black Lives Matter thing happened to try to distract us from the fact that Trump and Epstein, that dot came out.
Mm-hmm. This nigga love his girl. Fuck out of here.
What?
He love his girl.
What did you say?
He says,
fuck out of here with all of that positive shit.
But
I haven't seen her in like a year.
Yeah, that's true.
But that was my initial theory. But then because at first when the documentary,
Leonard, I do not mean to cut you off, but I just looked down at Cole's name. This shit say Cole Farrakhan.
I realized it too.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Don't sleep, bro.
Oh boy, bro.
But that was my original theory because at first it was getting no traction. Nobody was talking about it. Now it's number one on Netflix. But yeah, it was good television.
I don't know, but I think
nasty, bro.
Like in 2020, when wild ass news gets released, it doesn't even matter. Like, bro, the government. Even though I feel like most people already felt like aliens existed, like the government was like, yeah, y'all probably right a little bit. Nobody cared, son. Nobody cared. If they would have dropped videos in 2019 telling us, yeah, we done seen some alien spacecraft, some UFO type shit, people would have blew the lid off that shit. Now we heard it was like, oh damn, that's rough.
No, yeah, that's real 2020.
That's real.
Like
That's
I feel like
real 2020, bro.
I feel like everything I hear is just like, yeah, that might as well happen. I'm not surprised.
Like
I would say
huh?
my favorite meme on the internet right now is this season of Earth 2020 is lit right now. On the TV show Earth.
I feel like
It's
niggas
lit
could tell
right
me Godzilla pulling up in November. I'm not gonna have a problem with it.
Bro, I be seeing memes all the time like, all right, June, what do you got for me? And it be somebody in the corner with mad bullet holes in their clothes crying and shaking and shit. Like, I don't know, bro. This shit is just, what is this, son? What are we doing right now? We got a global
Are you
pandemic.
familiar with Naruto, right?
Yeah.
You seen the meme where it's like it's a picture of Obito and it said my plans for 2020, and then 2020 is a boulder.
That's not okay. That's not all right, but I feel that.
2020 is a boulder, bro.
Obito getting crushed.
That boulder ruined his life, bro.
It all came at once, though. Like, 2020 came, like, it never gave us time to recover from nothing.
Bro, the last 2 weeks has been the craziest 2 weeks of my life, news-wise.
I will say
can we talk about the civil rights movement right now?
Sure, bro.
This is not a civil rights movement. This is a civil war.
Man, you know what I mean, man.
In the words of
Let's talk about it.
Put your kufi on and tell me how you feel right now.
Go on.
I will say this, and this is on a darker note, and I feel sad saying it, but I have honestly never been more scared to be black in America than now, because I feel like the opposition, for lack of better words, feels threatened. Like they feel like you know how when you cage an animal or you corner an animal and it gets very aggressive.
And then, like the first, like if someone gets into this cage, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, like I feel like they have something to prove, so they're just pulling up on people for no reason. But I watched a video of a cop in France arresting somebody, and he turned around to the camera and then put his knee on the dude's neck. Like, why do you feel like that? Like, why do you?
No, keep going.
Is Cole frozen, or is he of really good mind?
He's definitely frozen. For some reason, his mic's off. But to go off that, basically how I feel about this whole situation, bro. It's. I know what you're saying. You're afraid, like you're a little afraid to be black right now. But like in this situation right now, I don't think black people in this country has much. I don't know if power is the right word I want to use, but right now they have all the momentum. Not all the momentum. They have a lot more momentum than they had since the civil rights movement, I would say.
How you figure?
Like right now, we're pissed off. We're actively doing things. We're just like if you scroll down Twitter, Instagram right now, I see like one meme for every 10 pictures. Before it would be like 6, and it's like people are mad and serious right now. And like right now, we're seeing something. We're seeing where like everybody seems to be on the same page, except for not even law enforcement. I think it's bigger than that, like governments and stuff. But like for the most part, I think everybody's on the same page. And like right now, this would be the time where we use this momentum we have to get what we want done. Right now, like Trump is the wrong person to have in office right now. If we had Obama in office, and not even Obama, if we had Biden right now, I feel like he's not as tone deaf as Trump, and you would be like, okay, I get it, let's try to get something done. Right now, Trump is just trying to get us. Like,
well, I feel like they're all deaf though. Like I feel like they don't give. This is not the first. I don't know if it's ever been to this scale before, but riots are not like or protests that turn into whatever. It's not new. Like it's not the first time that this shit has happened. So I don't see why they would give more of a fuck now. I feel like what's gonna happen is, if what's already happening is they're just gonna start shooting people.
Mm. Yeah, I mean they have been.
Like I saw a little girl get pepper sprayed. Like they're pepper spraying kids, bro. I saw a video of a cop. Like I'm seeing this shit with my own eyes. The cop pulled down the motherfucking mask. He's not doing anything violent or what. Pulled down his mask and sprayed him in his face. Like, come on, bro. Like he should be arrested. That's assault. That's assault. For what? How you a peaceful protester getting shot? Why are there shots being fired at peaceful protests? What the fuck? They don't care. I feel like they just
I'll comment on that, but Cole, we get to you. How do you feel about this?
Right now, honestly, is I'm legitimately I'm like excited. Like I'm actually kind of I'm not. I ain't even gonna say I'm in a sense happy at what I'm seeing right now. Not at the state of what is happening to people, but the amount of unity that we have right now. Like the amount of people that are actually actively like all different colors, all different races, cultural backgrounds. Everybody's getting behind it type shit. Like it's like if you see some of the videos, it'd be like even the cops is over there on some shit. Like the cops be with the protesters sometimes. Like I know like a lot of times you see the the brutality coming from and they be wilding on the peaceful protesters and stuff. But like right now it's like a scale that I've been like looking for. Like it's like all these years it's been like, you know what I'm saying, niggas get mad about somebody getting killed or whatever. It'd be a couple protests here and there. Then like a couple weeks later shit is just over. Like right now I feel like it's the biggest scale I've ever seen in my lifetime. Like I feel like for me right now this is like this is like a life moment. Like this is some like historic type shit. It could get there if we can keep up that momentum and people can just keep doing shit. Because that was my problem before. It was like a lot of people would have a problem with something but just not really do nothing. Like you'll post about it, you'll say something like it was protesting in Asbury. They protesting in New Jersey. I mean maybe I'm just unaware, but I ain't never even heard of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never been no protest that close to home, you know what I'm saying?
Be honest, if it wasn't for the pandemic, I would have been there. But
Me too. If word is bond, if it was, because I don't think this coronavirus shit is just going by the wayside. And I'm not saying everybody out there is going to catch it. I just wasn't willing to take that risk and, be around my family and potentially passing that shit off. But shout out to the people that were there. And if it weren't for this pandemic and shit like that, I definitely would have been at a couple of the protests that took place around here. Definitely. I will say though, Cove is right. I have seen some videos that have made me feel very, very happy. Like there was I think the Michigan chief of police or some cop in Michigan, basically told the protesters like, I don't want to fight with y'all. I understand y'all pain, and I want to make this a parade and not a protest. And this is a white man. He was like, I want to make this a parade and not a protest. I told my officers to lay down the batons, and we're going to walk with you. And the people started, doing the chant, walk with us, or whatever. And the cops seemed enthusiastic. He was like, let's go. Like, let's all fucking go. And they was marching together. Like, shit like that. That's the kind of stuff that kind of...
Yeah, that's what I'm happy. Like, I feel like it could really, like, you could, like, I feel like no matter what, something's going to happen. You know, it's like something is going
something positive is going to come.
I don't know what, but I feel like something is definitely going to happen because it's so much backing, like everywhere. It's in everybody's face. Like it's literally, I cannot open anything without seeing something. Like I'll be on the radio, like I listen to the radio, any station. I'll be listening to like that rock station, that 80s rock station. They be saying shit. That's straight. There's straight white people on there, bro. They saying shit about, they giving information about protests and whatever the fuck. But what makes me worry is that what I've heard from more than one person that I've actually known is that they said if you watching the news, you don't get none of this. Like all you see on the news is like the what is it, the lootings, like when they're breaking into stores and stuff like that, people getting arrested, but you don't see like, it's like you basically, if you watch the news, you don't know what's going on. You feel me? So it's like basically the older people don't understand what's happening right now, I guess, unless they're talking to younger people or it's one of those older people who knows how to use a phone. Because this shit is just it's all over the internet, but on the news it's just not really there. And that's what's really crazy. Like it's just I don't know how it's wild, bro. Everything is wild right now.
Why do you think that is that we don't hear about the positive besides being on the news?
I don't know.
Agenda setting. They're trying to agenda setting. They're trying to set some kind of agenda that they're trying to make it so that, like, depending on, because news isn't, let's face it, it's not really news. It's whoever's on top trying to spread whatever word they want to spread out. Like, we all know Fox News, that is far right. CNN, that's far left. And, like, you go on Fox News, bro, I'm sure they're saying nothing positive about these protests. And, again, a few weeks ago, when people were protesting to get haircuts, they're rightfully protesting. And now we're thugs because we're upset because
we're arguing to be treated like humans.
I do not agree with the looting.
Well, I mean, were they looting?
Huh?
But bro, another thing with the looting shit, and I know it's already been said.
Go. I know what you're about to say.
But dead ass, watching a lot of them videos, I don't know if it's just what's being pushed, but it seemed like in every hood is white boys with skateboards and book bags breaking shit. What the fuck? Why are so many of y'all everywhere? Why are so many of y'all? The white boys break with book bags breaking shit. Some of the protesting that turns into riots. Initially, when I heard about it, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, like let's get with it, because I'm mad. You feel me? I be mad about how my people get treated. But when you really break that down and look at that, it's like breaking up your own hood. Like you got to come back to it. You got to live in it. You got to work in it. Your jobs is here. You live there. So you break up your own shit. The black community, as far as financial literacy goes, is already low tier, to be honest. A lot of black people do not have financial literacy or any form of financial education. And you breaking up your own shit, you can't buy it back. It's going to get gentrified and taken. Not the white people spread their, or the white people who have that agenda spread their influence further. It's like, I don't know, what is breaking your own neighborhood doing? It doesn't do anything.
Well, they don't got leaders.
Huh?
That's what I've been saying to myself. Nobody got leaders. It's people like you and me, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, we would know what to do. We would know how to, like, if I was on top of the shit, if we gonna riot at the police station. We gonna riot at the courthouse. We gonna riot someplace where it makes a difference. Like why am I breaking into Target right now? Like, what is that doing for anybody? Period. Like, I mean, yeah, like, we getting some attention. It gets the word out, but like, what am I doing at Target?
I don't mind the Target though.
Did he just say you don't mind Target?
I've heard Target stands with the police very, very heavy.
That has nothing to do with it. You guys know I'm anti-capitalist, but yeah, two big companies, bro. That's free game, bro.
I'm on some shit like, I saw a video of a girl break into a Gucci store.
They did the Soho district. They did the Soho district the other day.
And then she was like, yeah, bitch, I got my bag, time to go home. Like, people like that, I'm not saying get shot on your way home, but I hope you trip and scrape your knees. Like, come on, bro. You out here talking about in the name of George Floyd and protesting for Black Power and Black Lives, and you're stealing Gucci purses. If you're out here stealing sneakers, like breaking into stores to steal sneakers and Gucci purses and shit like that, I can't get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Like,
in terms of looting, if people are going to loot, don't touch any mom and pop shops, big corporations, Walmart. Yeah, probably not Walmart because they employ a lot of people.
But it was tearing down black businesses.
That's what I have a problem with. But like,
there was an older black man.
Target's free game to me. I don't care about Target. They're just going to pack up, leave, and get a new one anyway. I don't care about Target.
There was a black man in Minneapolis who had a sports bar that he poured his life savings into. And the man is crying during the interview because they tore his shit down. What is he supposed to do now? Like, that's back to what Cole was saying. Like, if we had leaders, that shit wouldn't have happened, bro. Like, you just breaking shit to be breaking shit, not knowing what you doing. I saw a mother.
Like they getting mad and just going outside and wilding. Like, you're not even thinking about. You're not taking any time to think about the effects of your actions. Like, you're just doing stuff. Like last week, no cap, bro. Last week, this girl posted up. It was this picture going around at this restaurant, like Rovio's or something like that, Rivies or something in Tom's River, with this sign. I seen it on her story, and I hit her like, "Yo, you know anybody who trying to pull up?" And then she was like, "Nah." So that on my life, bro. I took the screenshot of that. I sent it to Corey Teach. We was finna pull up. Then it was like an hour, maybe a half hour later, we found out that shit was mad old, so we didn't do it. I was gonna go in there and fuck that shit up serious. Like, I was dead ass gonna go shake that shit. Like, how you gonna put that shit up? I mean, I'm like, yeah, we ain't do it because it's not new, but the fact that nobody did nothing when they did do that kind of throws me, because I mean, that means that sign was up at some point and somebody did see it and ain't nobody like, y'all ain't jump on that.
That would have to be about 3 years ago if it was old, because that would have to be for
What did the sign say again? I don't remember what the sign said.
It said, I obey the law so I can breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
so far, people who can't breathe have not been trialed. Been like, wow, like, Epstein had a whole, bro. That was the one thing I got from that Epstein documentary. I'm like, yo, money gives people the audacity to do whatever they want, bro.
Yeah, bro.
bro. George Floyd may have paid with a fake dollar bill. We don't know if that dollar bill was fake or not. Aaron Gardner, that was the guy who got choked out, right? The first I can remember. He was supposedly selling fake cigarettes. Jeffrey Epstein.
No, he wasn't selling fake cigarettes. He was selling loosies. He was selling individual cigarettes, which apparently you can't do or something like
fake?
that.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
But Epstein, bro, he had a whole sex trafficking ring. It was about 10 girls who like, yo, that guy sexually harassed me and solicited me out for other guys. Bro, he got the plea deal from heaven, bro.
Didn't Twitter just drop something about Donald Trump having mad?
We can get to that later, but this plea deal, what was it? I think it was like he doesn't have to serve any jail time. He gets immunity. No, he can't. He doesn't face any jail time. He pleads guilty. Nobody that was involved with it don't get any jail time. And like I think he had to pay like a big fine, but if you're a billionaire, it wasn't that big. So like I was just like, yo, this dude is touching 14, bro. There was nobody there that was less than 14 years old. I was just like, yo, like you guys can shoot him on sight. Y'all can step on his neck.
Another thing that I can't understand with black people in particular is, and I've been wanting to use a platform to get this out for a while, is the desire to support companies and businesses that just outright don't fuck with you.
Topic I wanted to talk about because someone tweeted the businesses that was trying to refund Trump's campaign, and I was just
like, why are we fucking with them? Like, people are still out here trying to steal Gucci and shit like that. Like, bro, dude, like, it's like nobody remembers the whole blackface thing. Like, was that Gucci's intention? I don't know. That shit was a little.
To be fair, in their defense, if you steal from them, you're not making no money, and you just get stuff.
That's true, but why do you even want to? I mean, I don't know, bro. Just like people
nice
still, huh?
You're only stealing it so you can flex that shit later. That's not
like that's corny as hell to me though. Like you shouldn't be wanting.
You're not supporting them. You're stealing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's ass. Like it's like whether you're supporting it or not, like you still put it on. You're repping Gucci. You're still repping Gucci.
And they don't
matter
fuck
whether
with
you pay for it or not.
I got that.
They don't fuck with us. Why are you still trying to rep that shit? Like people still going nuts over Jordan. Michael Jordan has openly voiced how he feels about shit like that. I don't make my shoes for kids in the hood.
Actually, he actually spoke out.
What did he say?
The same copy and paste everybody else.
Huh?
The same copy and paste shit everybody else has been saying, but he did point out, and just that enough. I wasn't proud of him because he's a 6-year-old man, but I was just like, oh, that's big actually. Even in the documentary, he said, "I'm not an activist. Don't ask me to be one."
I can respect that, I guess, but
even him just copy and pasting, I was just like, oh, that's cool.
I don't think it's right that people are getting mad at all, like celebrities for not posting something on social media either. Like, I don't know if you're doing something to actively contribute to the movement, then cool. But being up somebody's ass because they didn't say, "Yo, I don't fuck with this" on social media is kind of weird to me. But there's a lot of things about social media that I've never understood, so I guess that's not really my stomping grounds to be making calls. But how do y'all feel about that? The persecution of public figures for not basically just saying that they don't fuck with it on social media.
They don't have to say anything, but it is really appreciated what they do. Like depending on who the person is, like if you think about it, like I don't need to hear from I don't know. I'm not saying I don't need to hear from them, but like Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that, it's more expected. Like I don't care. It's not that I don't care, but like it's expected. Like you're not telling me. I'm more shocked by your silence than you actually doing stuff. But people like I don't know. Tom Hanks. No, not Tom Hanks. We love Tom Hanks. Tom Cruise or something. I don't know. Who I don't think said anything. But
like the NFL releasing a statement, I could have just did without that shit. I don't believe y'all anyway. Y'all started this. The whole blackballing of Colin Kaepernick was a big part of why this shit went the way it went. Like We're not trying to hear that shit from you. I don't believe you. I don't know. Like, I feel like the pressure put on people to say something brings false support out. Like
a lot of people want the credit for this.
Yeah, like people are just saying shit so that they don't get attacked. Don't do that. If they're going to say something they care about it, let it be organic.
Real quick, not to totally end this. If Cole, you had anything else to say, if you have anything to say, but I have something to say. Going back to like the riots and stuff. You know, okay, whatever. You guys know what agent provocateur is?
No.
So basically, what it is a person who commits or acts to entice the other person to commit legal or rash act and falsely implicate them in partaking in an illegal act. So basically,
wait, paraphrasing what you're saying right now.
Basically, there are people. There are people. We said, we kind of mentioned it before. There are people out there who have been planted in the protest to make shit rowdy. And once they do that, you're free. Once they do that, it's no longer peaceful. It's not unconstitutional to shut it down, so they could use as much force as they want. I found out.
Oh, so you're talking about like a paid instigator,
basically.
Pretty much. And like they were talking about this one guy who was at AutoZone, and just people just walked in the AutoZone. They had looted or anything, and like they walked out, and there was this one guy in a hoodie and just mad suspicious. People were trying to like, yo, who is this guy? And then out of nowhere, that AutoZone just blew up. So
it was I don't know if we're talking about the same AutoZone, but there was a video of what people believe was an undercover cop. Some undie just like smashing the windows at the AutoZone and then taking pictures of it.
I think so.
There's been videos of cops setting their own shit on fire, breaking down their own cars, basically just doing anything that they can to make it look like we've incited some type of violent riot so that they can pull guns and start bucking people.
I have one more comment, and I'm done with in terms of the riots and stuff. John Moore, I know you know how I feel about this, but I always want to say this on a public platform like this. We're running out of time. We have 10 minutes left. But I don't fuck with Blue Lives Matter. That whole movement infuriates me to the utmost.
Yeah, fuck all that shit.
Like my godfather is a cop. I love that man to death. I love some cops, but the hashtag Blue Lives Matter. If I see that, I want to break your window. You guys don't know me to be an angry person. That shit makes me angry. Like if I'm at the store and I see someone in a KKK mask, that is better to me than someone in Blue Lives Matter.
What the hell, bro?
Bro, like the KKK person, I know where you stand. Like the other guy, you're making my protest look stupid by saying, "Oh, your life doesn't matter. Our lives matter."
And I don't know how many times we as a community have to explain what the fuck we're trying to say before. Like anybody who doesn't get it by now never wanted to understand it. Like people saying shit like, "Oh, Colin Kaepernick was disrespecting the military." I remember speaking to a guy at a store that I worked at a couple years ago, and I don't remember how we got on the topic, but we were talking about the Colin Kaepernick kneeling. He was like, "Well, nah, I don't fuck with it. I got family in the military and da-da-da-da-da." Bro, a military veteran is the one who told Colin Kaepernick to kneel. Like, that was the respectful way to protest the injustice.
He was just sitting down. He was just sitting down, man.
Like,
the kneeling thing was an upgrade.
It's like people just look straight past the intention and then just develop their whole own shit and run with it. Like, come on, bro. That whole Blue Lives Matter shit is a protest to my protest about my people who are dying at the same rate as an endangered species. But y'all gonna tell us that y'all the ones taking the fucking lives. Like, we're not out here regularly killing cops.
Like I said, bro, going into most situations that a cop is present, they have all the power. I have no power. Like what you call it? If it's a stop sign, I am both hands on the wheel. Before they even come to me, my license and registration is here. Yes sir, yes ma'am. I you know me as a super nice guy. I am super saiyan 3 nice when cops are around.
Now you know what's something that makes me feel bad? I have developed a natural distrust for police, But at the same time, I've had 2 to 3 personal interactions with police around where I'm from. Never once have they been bad. Which is, it's like,
I don't think we have bad cops around here in our town that we live in. The cops aren't bad, but the surrounding
like, bro,
towns.
with me and AJ, wait, what happened, Cole?
I ain't never had oh man, I wanted to make that point to you, but we're on the same team right now, so I don't want to battle you. But I ain't never had a bad experience with a cop, period.
Me neither.
Like, and I've been pulled over in Deal, Lakewood. Like, it's like I've talked to cops from like predominantly rich white areas where you would think, oh, they about to fuck this dude over. They just be cool. Like, they always just be cool. I feel like they can sense a level of energy. Like, you know how, like, aside from a police officer, like, if you walk up to somebody, you know they got a problem with you, you can just feel that. Yeah. So you're not going to be nice to that person. So I feel like cops deal with that all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a bad rep with cops because of what other cops do. And it's like you kind of get it, but at the same time, I don't know, man. It's like you got to treat them fairly, but at the same time, they should be accountable for what their team is doing.
I feel like to some degree, they should understand that more than they do. I don't agree with people walking up on cops like, yeah, suck my dick, nigga. Da, 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 da. Like, yeah, that's gonna anybody.
You literally asking for it.
You're asking for it, doing shit like that. But to just be pulling people over, just like, I don't know, bro. I feel like people usually take that attitude when they know they wasn't on shit. Like, what did I get pulled for? What is this about? Why are you searching my car? Like, Shaq, for example?
No, I was just about to bring up Shaq, too. Go ahead, bro. I was just about to bring up Shaq, too. Go ahead.
Bro, Shaq done had guns in his face, I think, more than one time. And has never been doing nothing.
You said a gun?
Yeah, guns in his face.
A gun to his face?
A gun in his face, my nigga. They was threatening to call K9 units on Shaq. Shaq is on his way to his 9 to 5 in corporate America to make an honest living. And the cops is like, what you got in the back seat? This nigga got a briefcase with a computer and a coat back there. And they pressing him, talking about, we'll call the K9 units. Like, what? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, how are you supposed to expect me to now interact with another cop when the last 2-3 interactions I've had were terrible? You want me to see the 4th one and treat him like, hey, how you doing? Like, it don't work like that. We see what we see, and regardless of whether or not that's what gets shown to us because of an agenda or whatever the case may be, there's too much of it. So a black person's natural disdain for police interference, I get it. I can't be mad at it. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying walk up to cops, suck my dick, bitch ass nigga, da da da. What you gonna do? But ain't no positive energy off the rip for a lot of people, and I'm not mad at it.
Real quick, because this thing's about to turn off. We have to. I already have another meeting set up, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But we have 5 minutes left, or 4. The cop that put the knee on George Floyd's head, he apparently they used to work together. Actually, I found that.
Yeah, the bar.
Yeah. I was just listening to a podcast, and the guy was a law enforcement. He was at one point law enforcement, so he was basically explaining how it is totally possible for this guy to get away scot-free.
How?
So, for the most part, if you're a cop and you're in fear of your life, you are free to pretty much do whatever. And if he could prove that in the court of law, it is very possible for him to get away with it. And another
he could prove what?
That
he was in fear of his life.
It's pretty much the same thing as like the George Zimmerman thing. He was with George Zimmerman, where according to the state of Florida, he was within his rights to gun that boy down because he was in fear of his life.
So the reason why, if that blows over, the country is going to explode. Niggas think everything is bad now. If that man gets off scot-free, America's getting flipped on his head. But they beat him up in the car prior to the knee on the neck thing. There are 4 of you. He's on the ground, on his stomach, and handcuffed. And you all have your knees on him, and he's saying, I can't breathe. If they let that shit go as he feared for his life, come on.
Bro, to be completely honest, bro, they're going to make an example out of this man. Even if he could prove in the court of law that everything he did was within code, they're going to make an example out of him because
They
otherwise,
better make a fucking
the
example
country
out of
is
that.
going to explode. That's not even all I was saying. Another thing is that not necessarily that just him, but cops are pretty much governed by a certain kind of culture that, like, which I hate, which not that I hate, I understand it. It's like, you know how, like, we were talking last episode, we were talking like how fraternities work, like it's a brotherhood. That's what cops is. So like, if let's say,
I thought it was like that. I was thinking it was like that. I kind of guessed that.
Where let's say the three of us are cops and Cole does some slimy shit.
Yeah, if I do some wild shit, y'all gotta be on my side.
Yeah, basically. So like for the most part, like that whole governing body, like let's say what he did would that's why it took him so long to get arrested. With the Ahmaud Arbery thing, that's why it took him so long to get arrested, because it was a cop. Because it was an old cop. So, like, that's our boy. Like, we can't just lock him up. That's our boy. He's not no
criminal. Do you know what that further proves? That further proves that every police force is nothing more than a gang.
I'm mad at the gangs right now. I'm real mad at gangs right now.
Why?
What the fuck are y'all doing?
No,
a gang member will look at somebody else that's not a cop and drill them just for doing some stupid shit. But y'all supposed to be neighborhood.
That's another thing.
Like, y'all supposed to be repping the hood. So this dude from your area get killed, you ain't smoke no cops, ain't no cops getting smoked. Like, I'm not saying that's the answer, but like, what the fuck are y'all? What are y'all here for? It's like y'all literally just trying to destroy. You're just destroying yourselves. Like, you're just destroying people that look like you.
Every cop drama.
What is he saying? Why are you talking over me, LJ?
I'm sorry. Like I said, we have like 30 seconds left. But every cop drama I've seen, killing a cop is the biggest fuck up you could make. Like, that type of superpower is like crazy to me. All right, I'm about to cancel this meeting real quick. We're about to take a quick break. I'm about to pee real quick, and then.
Nice guy, short of pop.
It's totally possible for that guy to get off. That's saving.
83 cents times 37.
When I get rich, I'm moving to something crazy. Like, I'm going to
71.
I'm going to Africa. I'm building Wakanda. I'm going to some place where my money is like triple the amount it's worth here.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Weird.
All right, yeah, we're recording again.
Yeah, boy, here? I can't see him.
All right, guys, what y'all want to talk about now?
I just want you guys to appreciate white people.
Wow. What the fuck was that?
Not that ass.
No, I know what he's saying. Go off it.
Niggas is sticking their neck out right now for literally no reason at all. Like, I'm not saying all white people, but the ones that are helping right now, they're sticking their neck out for absolutely nothing.
For nothing.
They have nothing to gain. Like, if you think about it from a standpoint of, I don't know, bro, I'm going out here, I'm marching with these people, I'm getting shot with like canisters and pepper spray. I could just as easily sit home and nothing would go wrong in my life ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's black people out here getting killed, but I mean, if I just chill in the house, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And these niggas see that and they say, damn, that shit ain't okay. I could just sit in here and be good, but I'm gonna go outside and get shot at with these motherfuckers.
I'm not comfortable with the phrasing of it, but I understand what you're saying. It's not that they're doing it for nothing. It's just that they're doing it for something that doesn't necessarily benefit them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not saying they're doing it. Oh, okay. I'm not saying it like it's meaningless. I'm saying they just don't have to do it at all. Like, for them, there's no reason. Like, they stand to gain nothing. They, as a race, stand to gain nothing from doing this.
They think they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose stuff.
I don't know. I feel like the people who are standing with us right now are just people with a conscience. Like, I can't see myself, as much anger as I have toward, for lack of better words, the white race, because of the treatment of my people for hundreds of years. I can't see myself being comfortable with just seeing them treated like animals and just gunned down in the street and just like I'm not. My conscience wouldn't let that. Like I don't want to see people hurt just to be hurt. Like if I could have it my way, bro, this shit would not be like this at all. Like the fighting and shit like that. Like I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I just want everybody to be all right. Like really bad. I just want everybody to be all right. So I feel like the people that are standing with us are on the same shit. Like they just want us to be all right. Cause why not? It's just people, bro. It's people with a conscience and a heart. So I understand what you're saying, and I am appreciative of those people who stand with us, white, brown, and whatever the fuck background they come from.
Rat people.
Like, shit, shout out to J. Cole. Shout out to Cole. You know, Cole World, No Blanket. Lil Yachty, all of them rappers that's, like, out here really trying to make the difference. Bro, I saw some shit yesterday. I can't. While he is one of the greatest rappers of all time in my book, and I feel like it's hard to argue that, Wayne, nah, bro. I can't fuck with him. I can't get behind his way of thinking at all. Wayne think like a coon to me, bro. I can't fuck with how Wayne be getting down. Wayne, this motherfucker came up. What'd he say? He was like, we need to be looking at ourselves as the issue. Some nut shit like that, bro. I'm not going to sit here and say I know what he said verbatim, but paraphrasing, basically, it was like, it's us. What? Like, what, nigga? Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Well, it's 100% us?
From what I heard a snippet. I always want to give the disclaimer. I heard a snippet. But Wayne was like, yes, we need to be looking at ourselves as the issue or some nut shit like that. Like, we're the reason that we're getting gunned down in the streets at the rate that we do from police officers. Like, I understand he may have been talking about how the black community oftentimes attacks itself. But just cops killing people just to be killing people? Nah. And Wayne has tried to write racism off before, like that shit don't exist because I got my life saved by a white police officer and da-da-da-da-da. Man, get the fuck out of here. What? He had that shit with who? Huh?
You made a song about that whole thing, and that was fire. But
the shit was fire. It was a fire song. Like, all white people are not animals, bro. They're not. They're not all savages. Like, we see that. We see that for facts. They're not all like that.
Whatchamacallit? I didn't originally think to do this, but so the other day I was listening to this podcast. I'm not going to say its name because I kind of disagree with this guy wholeheartedly, but I do fuck with the podcast and who he is. Basically, a dude, like, he had a co-host basically saying, white people who, such and such, white people who would like, we need white people to use their privilege to help us right now. We need this, and we need this. And then, whatchamacallit? Change. My car. I'm sorry, guys. My car inside mom's car, it should be my change thing. So basically, and then the guy came up and said, "I agree with you, but I desperately disagree with the notion that we need white people." How do you guys feel about that?
I think that we do. I don't think we can do it by ourselves. I think that we need help from everybody of the human race to fight against the people who feel like we are not human. I think we need help from every angle we could get it from.
Oh,
I can agree with that. I think we just all need to come together. Like, that's really what it is. Like, it's not even, I don't even know if it's a race thing anymore. It's just kind of like,
it's just a human thing now. We just want to be treated like humans. That's all.
Yes, it's a,
because black people are not the only people that. My bad. Go ahead.
I don't know what to call it right now because it's like, it's clearly just not. It's not just whites against blacks. It's just a certain kind of people against a certain kind of people.
Pretty much. Have y'all seen the things with like the Latins and the Dominicans and shit running black people out of neighborhoods like y'all don't belong here and they're siding with the cops?
No.
I've seen a couple of those and I'm very like I really want to find out more about that because what is that shit about?
I don't know. Maybe it's based on when they came from.
Nah, bro, you out here fucking with 12 and you Mexican? I don't understand you. Like, Mexican people are suffering some of the same shit that we are in America. Like, the president thinks that y'all are all rapists. All of you.
Yeah, but they don't get wild out. It's like
Bro, what was, I don't
no,
know
I'm
if it's
saying
still happening, but
it's
wasn't
hard to
Mexican
it's hard to understand as an American because like in different countries, like in Mexico, police like are way wilder than this. Like you'll just get wild out for literally nothing. Like you might have rolled through a stop sign, done up. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't know, maybe they're more scared of police or they just don't want it to get to a point. I don't know what their motive could be, but like
How is that different from here?
here, you said what?
How is that different from here? Little
Right,
14-year-old
you
boy
ain't gonna say
playing
it
with
like you ain't saying that like that's regular out here. If you
it
roll through a
is not.
stop sign right now, I'm pretty sure you ain't got that much fear in your heart.
It's not in all areas, but like Sandra Bland, bro, she got killed behind a turn signal. A turn signal is what she ultimately got killed behind.
Yeah, but I mean, like imagine that every day. Like that's not like it's like not a it's like it happens so often that it's not a big deal.
What are we talking about?
Like it'd be
Did we
like
make
that.
a big deal about the Sandra Bland thing? How it should have been?
Mm-mm.
It may not be
Not at all,
as
bro. She was
frequent.
dead, bro. She took a mug shot dead, bro. That shit was
They
bad.
took her mugshot. They took a mugshot of her corpse and opened her eyes because of a turn signal. I'm not saying that this shit happens as frequently as maybe those countries may have it, but that shit don't happen here at a regular rate. Like that shit happens far too often that people just be getting whacked. Like fuck out of here with that. They not scared of the police. You a gangbanger in a place like LA? Come on, bro. The police is fucking with you on a regular. You'll die for nothing. But you turning on us talking about we don't belong here and you sided with the police. Get the fuck out of here, man. Motherfuckers
Totally unrelated. Totally unrelated, guys. I have a story to just read off. We don't even have to talk about it. I just wanted to say it on the podcast. It would probably ease us up a little bit. Judge gives Carol Baskin the Tiger King Zoo.
I don't want to hear it.
Wait, Judge gave what? Judge gives Carol Baskin what?
Tiger King Zoo. So like the Joe Exotic Zoo, it's Carol Baskin's now.
That actually made me mad yesterday.
That bitch Carol Baskin.
Like I was dead ass angry about that. You know, yesterday was that whole blackout thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand it.
You know, man, it was basically like people was just posting that thing up, like a blank whatever on social media for awareness and stuff like that. Bro,
And it was also supposed to be like black, like what you call it. The biggest thing was supposed to be that the black economy was supposed to be quiet yesterday. Like we weren't supposed to spend a dime. I learned about that after I got my car fixed.
That was the purpose of it? Like no money spending?
It was supposed to be the only thing black people are supposed to do today. We're supposed to we're not supposed to post on social media. If we do, we weren't supposed to post on social media. I think everybody ended up doing it anyway. But the only thing we're supposed to do is like support pretty much vocalize with black businesses, what black businesses, where it's at, how we can empower ourselves, making sure everybody was registered to vote and stuff. That was supposed to be all Instagram was supposed to be used for yesterday.
But were you not supposed to spend any money as a black person?
We weren't supposed to. I learned that after I spent $100 to get my car fixed, but I need to get my car fixed.
I'm saying, like, wouldn't it have made more sense to say something like only spend money with black-owned businesses or something like that?
I think what they were trying to accomplish was like they're trying to say that our money is colorblind, and what we offer to the economy. If we don't, that's what I want to talk about. If we're not spending money, the economy is suffering.
Yes, if we withdrew the black dollar from the economy, a lot of businesses would be crippled.
Because I even wanted to bring this up. I definitely want to bring this up. To me, the most successful protest in American history, probably not American history, because it's probably the Boston Tea Party, but the most successful to me is probably the Montgomery bus boycott. The reason why that was so crippling, the reason why that got shit done was because we were hurting pockets, bro. Black people were hurting the pockets of white people. So we're like, okay, guys, we'll do whatever you want. Just, not whatever you want, but we'll calm down.
We'll let you sit where you please if you spend money with us.
Yes. Because, and the only problem, I like, more than the protest, like us going out there and doing whatever, that's going to, a boycott of some kind is going to hurt the economy to the point where, yes, we will do whatever you want. That's why I'll say what you guys want about them, but that's why I'll always say Jews are a model minority, bro, because if they want to get shit done, they will move with their money. If someone says, oh, if the Jewish person say, oh, we don't want this done, they'll be like, we don't want this done, and they do it anyway. Oh yeah, we just won't spend money there anymore.
I feel that. I definitely feel. Yo, the shit that had me the most turned up this whole process and this protesting and everything. Did y'all see the Amish people on some shit like support the Black Lives Matter movement?
Bro, how'd they know?
Bro, if the Amish are like, this shit is out of pocket, we really need to reevaluate the country, bro. These niggas don't have TV. They don't have TV.
How do they know there's a protest going on?
Like, they're just walking outside and finding out. And they're like,
wow, what are they talking about?
You feel me? Like, bro, that shit is nuts. The Amish are, come on, bro. Something gotta give. Something gotta give. These niggas they don't even know Kobe died. They don't even know Kobe died. Come on, bro.
We can talk about the other people who showed up to help. Niggas got Batman out there protesting.
He had an actual Batmobile.
Yeah, niggas had Batman.
He had an actual Batmobile. Shaq sent me that shit. It was like, the world is a meme. I cried when I read that, bro.
You know, it'd be crazy.
If someone dressed up in the Joker, yeah, that was there too.
If the aliens came down and joined the movement,
I probably just kill myself. I would kill myself and expect to respawn. Like, if I don't respawn, I'll be mad because this is just
come down. We not
bro.
even from this planet, but y'all are out of control.
Y'all are bugging the fuck out.
We wouldn't even be doing y'all like this.
At this point, if aliens land, it's just like, yeah, bro. That's mad 2020, bro.
We just gonna dap them up and keep it pushing.
Nah, bro. They're gonna come in and be like, they're gonna come in. The whole world is just in madness. Like, maybe we should come back later.
I read an article that said that the scientists found this cave that's been sealed up for 5 million years, and there are like 33 different species in there that I guess we've never seen before. Mm-hmm. And somebody had commented like, seal that shit back up and walk away, because this is not the year for this bullshit. And I never felt that more in my life than I did that day. Close that shit up, bro.
Why are we discovering shit?
Why are we 2020? We have done.
Why are scientists wasting their time on that when we're in the middle of a pandemic?
Close it up, bro. We're done.
I don't care if it's not your field. If you're a scientist, you need to be there. You need to be working on trying to find a cure to this virus, bro.
Because it's looking for new species shit. We fuck around and free Cthulhu. You feel me? Like, nah, bro. We not.
We're sorry.
Close that up, bro.
You say you fuck around and free Cthulhu.
Feel me? Like, nah, bro. You done freed the world eater. Like, no, bro. I'm ready for 2020 to be like over and done with, and I hope that we never.
Galactus hand come out of the cave.
You feel me? Like, motherfucking Silver Surfer pulling up the motherfuckers' houses on your chimney and shit. We not like, bro. After 2020, I don't ever want to hear about 2020 again.
I feel that.
Ever again. How did it only take 1 year for all of this to happen? It took 1 year.
Bro, real talk, it was a few months, bro.
Word.
It really ain't even been a year.
Word.
It's
Like I
just
said,
becoming.
the Uncle Murder
It's just
rapper.
becoming half a year, bro. It's just going on 6 months, bro. It ain't even been a whole half year yet, bro. We still got another 6 months. This is great.
I'm upset.
How much? I'm not gonna ask that question to set myself up like a cartoon character. No,
How much
sir.
worse can it get?
Fuck LJ. Fuck. Yeah, bro. Like, what is left?
Frieza and the androids.
Pretty much. And at this point, who even cares? Remind me that I got to talk to y'all about something off the air too that I'm not sure. Well, I think LJ already knows, but
It's all fun and games until BoJack Horseman shows up on CNN.
at this point, bro,
And nobody has a problem with it.
and nobody. 2020 is the year of fuck it. It's the year of fuck it. Oh, my PlayStation just grew legs and walked out of my house talking about world domination. Fuck it.
I guess so, yeah.
That's mad 2020, bro. That's the new
It's
hashtag.
mad 2020.
That's so 2020.
I too have something to talk about off here, and I feel like we're coming to a standstill. I think this was a decent conversation we had.
It was. This was a good episode.
So yeah, I'm about to wrap this up and start editing this. I'm gonna try and get this out by Friday. I have shit to do. Right now, but yeah, we'll see. I'm about to go to Popeyes. I went down the list. Popeyes is good.
It's not. That's cap. Popeyes was on that list.
Damn it.
Popeyes was on that list. Chick-fil-A was on that list. I think Burger King was on. It was mad. It was like I read that list. I was like, yeah, it ain't nobody.
Sure,
Nobody
Popeyes was on there. I'm still going.
Yeah, I know.
Because what you call it? Noble was on that list. I was like, yeah, I don't care about this list. Marvel.
Chick-fil-A.
I get Chick-fil-A, but Marvel, I'm like, bro, I'm watching that. When I saw the list, I was literally watching Endgame.
I feel that, bro.
That's the one that that I'm not going to do. Like, they got that one. But Popeyes and Reebok literally said without black people we wouldn't be in business. So I'm like, yeah, that's not copy and paste. I fucks with that.
Nike is big Black Power movement too, ain't they?
I haven't heard anything.
Nike released something recently about the George Floyd protests in support of us. Nike been big with the set though.
Nike sell guns to both sides, bro.
What you mean?
Pretty sure Nike rocks with Trump. They support the GOP. GOP, is that what it is? They like Nike is heavy, like what you call it? Wise, they're like super like Republican, and I'm not saying that Republicans bad because I'm starting not to rock with Democrats as much, but that's another thing. Joe Biden called half of America not black, and that was the least craziest thing that happened in the past 2 weeks.
Bro, I'm convinced that he only did that because of what Trump gets away with. I'm not saying that he was right or that he doesn't really think like that, but I feel like a regular presidential candidate would never think that shit was okay.
Bro, it's not regular. Bro, it's regular now, bro.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, Trump has created a climate where
2020.
That's bad 2020, bro. Even being the president, you could just say whatever the fuck. Like, the president called Mexicans in totality rapists. Like,
coming from a man who fucked 14-year-olds, bro.
Talk about if it wasn't he basically alluded to if it's not his daughter, he's fucking. Like, if his daughter wasn't his daughter, he'll pipe her out.
You guys, Anonymous dropped Jeffrey Epstein's Jeffrey Epstein's little black book, basically saying all the people who have been involved with the sex thing or whatever, sex ring or whatever.
The kid fucking.
Yeah, bro. The name on that list that made me so disappointed. Like it hurt my soul when I saw that name on my list. because it means we can't get Rush Hour 4. Chris Tucker was on that list.
Nah.
Bro, to be completely honest, the anonymous thing, it's not that I don't believe it. I don't trust that it came from a source where it literally shrouded in mystery. So I don't 100% believe it. I just like the fact that it's causing mad discourse.
Chris Tucker, though?
Chris Tucker was in the documentary.
Are you saying that he got raped or he raped somebody?
Yeah, he was somehow involved with Jeffrey Epstein in the sex book. He's been on the island.
Smokey might have been fucking kids, bro.
Oh,
he has been on the island. And
I don't know. That whole thing is just mad. The whole list is just mad 2020, bro. Everything is just mad 2020. This 2020.
It's an amazing year, bro.
This shit is straight out of cartoon, bro.
This is the hyperbolic time, Jay.
They're gonna have a new history book.
They're
gonna have a new history book. The history book is just gonna be 2020. They're gonna have a class. It's gonna be an elective. It's gonna be an elective class.
It's gonna be a whole class.
Yeah, this is intro to 2020. That's bad money, bro. That's bad money.
Yeah, I'm a history major with a concentration at 2020.
You gonna say that at a job? The dude gonna be like, "Oh, you're a depressed guy, aren't you?"
Bro, word is bond though. We have kids. If they go to school, bro. The history books, like, they're gonna read about this shit and probably have mad questions. Bro, I don't want to talk about that shit, bro.
Bro, I wasn't. You asking me like I was born during that time, bro? I wasn't even there.
Just go read your book, bro. I don't got shit to say about that time period. I wasn't even there, bro. Fuck that. I saw something that said that, you know how they had the SpaceX launching?
Mm-hmm.
It was like, shout out to the astronauts that decided to leave Earth today. Best choice of 2020. That's dark, bro. It's dark. They about to
like I said, I don't think Trump getting enough heat. I say burn him down, bro.
He's indestructible. He's like Drake.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that's why I also wanted to point this out. Him and Tekashi are the same people, bro.
Trump and Tekashi are the same nigga. Yeah.
No matter what they do, they will always have support. No matter what they do, they will always be in the news. No matter what they do, they will always tear down the thing that got them big. Tekashi being Billboard, Trump being Twitter, because he signed some executive order for Twitter because they
trying to remove some of their protections.
Like, why? Like, why?
Because they fact checked them twice.
Oh, I don't know, bro. Like,
he's sensitive. He's a very sensitive guy.
And I don't know, Cole, I don't know if you've seen the picture, but I can see why. They keep showing this damn picture, bro. I don't want to see it no more.
How do we know it's his dick?
What's the picture of his dick?
They believe. I guess they're saying
it's a picture of him. It's a picture of him spray tanning a man that looks like him, and he is naked, and you can see his dick.
So he has the What you're saying?
It's not big.
He got the Vienna.
It's very expected. That is all I'm going to say.
He got the Cartman.
Yeah,
the 1.3.
He is there's a reason why he goes after little girls.
Oh, LJ.
Yeah,
LJ, you're canceled.
We're gonna close it.
Cut that in post. Cut that in
LJ,
post.
you're canceled.
Cut that.
We're gonna close it on that note. Yep. We're gonna it's been undecided, guys.
It's been undecided.
Yeah, you're canceled, bro. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Nope, it's mad 2020. There is no canceling anymore. Everything just goes.
Niggas ain't gonna make it this far anyway. All right, guys. Undecided. Love y'all. Check us out. Instagram. Survive 2020. Wash your hands. What's the point of washing your hands anymore?
Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub.
Yeah, what will porn look like in 2021? Did y'all get that picture?
That's all.
Yes. And I think that it should look the same. I hope it looks the same.
I think it's gonna be a whole lot more solo stuff. real quick before we get out of here, things like reality games and Bang Bros, that stuff gone, bro.
What do you mean?
Bro, I don't think those things are gonna live to see 2025, bro.
Why?
Why would anyone want to be a porn star on one of those sites when I can just go on OnlyFans and make triple that money without knowing?
I don't know about those figures.
Yeah, bro, if it gets to the point where we have to start paying for all our porn, I'm rioting.
Wow.
I'm gonna start flipping shit over. I'm not going for that shit. No.
I feel like no matter what, there's still going to be that pool of free porn, but there's not going to be any new shit. Like new shit's gonna come few and far in between.
I'm not paying for my porn, bro. I'm not. No, nah, bro. I will have that OnlyFans shit canceled. I will say that we not doing that shit, bro. We gonna just start targeting these OnlyFans girls and just start beating them up in the street or some cop shit. Get out. Boom.
There's gonna be a whole new protest.
Fuck OnlyFans, bro. Fuck that whole shit to hell. What? No new shit? Paying for porn?
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Why am I going to put yourself in those girls' position? Why am I? Mia Khalifa was at one point one of the biggest porn stars on this planet. Say what you want about her. She was one of the most popular porn stars on this planet. According to her, she only made $12,000.
She got 7 videos.
So be it. Just think about her popularity. She only made that much money.
All right, but if
people make $2,000 a month now,
they're gonna have to make new shit because new porn serves as your conduit to get people to your OnlyFans page. If you just drop, people are starting to get hip to OnlyFans, bro. Niggas talking about I paid X amount of dollars for this subscription, and it's just her in a bra. No, you gonna have to get up there and show some cooch or something. We're not paying for that,
bro. Niggas don't know about after,
bro. If that's the route porn takes, I guess I'm just done with porn because I like money. I like my money. I work for my money. You can't have my money because you're naked. No. Shout out to the sex workers. We appreciate your work, but paying for OnlyFans? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Niggas can work off those 30 second whatchamacallits. 30-second previews. I can work off that.
Word. I'll just keep
what's
that
good with you? What is good with you?
We're going to keep it on the loop, bro. We just going to have to get off to that. It's just going to be that.
He said they're going in off 30-second previews.
That's it.
But yeah, guys, I think that's an episode.
All right.
Closing thoughts?
Fuck OnlyFans.
My name is Cole Farrakhan.
Fuck OnlyFans.
Oh,
Black Power, stand up for what you believe in.
Real quick, before that. So more started watching Euphoria. How do you feel about Euphoria?
That show is fucking amazing. Wild gay. But I feel like it wouldn't be as amazing if it wasn't wild gay.
I feel that. Happy Pride Month. Did you do that on purpose?
Is it Pride Month?
It's Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Shout out to the ABCs, guys. Happy Pride Month.
All right, y'all. Stay blessed. Stay black if you're black. We love y'all. Peace.
Yeah.